Hi, I'm Rich, also known as Finderski. I do the development for the official Savage Worlds character sheet on Roll20, and I'm going to walk you through a few things on Roll20. Let's create a new game. First thing you're going to do is go to the Games tab on Roll20 and click on the big blue button that says Create New Game. We'll give the game a name, so we can call this something like Test Game. If you tag it, this may make it easier to find when you're searching for specific games, especially if you have a lot of games. If you don't have a lot of games, you don't really need to tag it, but tags do help you to kind of filter your games. If you have multiple sci-fi games or multiple copies of a setting or a system, you could put those tags in there and then search for them in the game search. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. You do want to go down and select your character sheet. For us, we're going to use the official Savage Worlds character sheet. There it is. That'll pop up a preview of the character sheet. If you scroll down, it'll tell you which version the sheet is, as well as some of the features of that particular sheet. Then all you got to do is hit Create Game, or I'm ready to create the game. This will not take you into the game. It takes you to the game setup page, where you can then select game settings. You can select to insert API scripts. These other ones are less useful, especially if you're using Roll20 right now. You likely won't need to convert your dynamic lighting. This was for people using Legacy. You can copy the game. So if you have a system that you're going to be running and you want to keep a clean copy of it, from your base setup. Once you get your base setup, you could copy the game, and you do that from this tab here. However, from this tab, there are some things that we can do. We can do the game add-ons. This is where you can go in and select different items that you may have purchased through the marketplace. For example, the Savage Worlds Adventure Deck is added here. You find it in your add-ons, click Add to Game. It will now add that Adventure Deck to the game, so when we launch it, it'll be there and ready for us to use. We can also add the action deck. We'll add that, and we'll also add the Deadlands deck, because why not? And we've also got some map packs here if we wanted to add those, and they're going to add those to the game as well. But for now, we'll just add the action decks. We'll add that to the game. There are a couple things that you may want to do before you jump into the game. For example, if you go to the game settings, and then click on game settings there. This will allow us to add things like our compendium. Do we have any compendiums that we want to use? In this case, you would identify which compendium you want to use, and we're going to do it based on the character sheet. So the official Savage Worlds character sheet is set up for the Suede compendium, and so we'll automatically add that. It'll then show below that the compendiums that you have available. I have all these, but let's say that we just want to use the Suede one for right now. So we can unselect all those other compendiums, save the compendium settings, and then below that, we have the character sheet where, you can select your sheet if you didn't select it in that first step. However, now below here, we can go in and configure some defaults for the game itself. So for example, perhaps I want the default new character sheets to be extras because I'm going to use more extras than I am wildcards, and it'll just be easy for me to set something as a wildcard. So we'll set it up as an extra. I can select a sheet theme. Let's go ahead and say I want to do the Pathfinder theme, which is weird since I didn't enable the Pathfinder compendium. So let's go do that. We'll just add Pathfinder here. We can also then select other options that we may want for the sheet. So for example, we could say, you know what, let's show fighting by default. And if you want, you could start all of your attributes at D6 to save people a potential configuration step for their character. Then you just scroll down, hit Save Changes, and now we're ready to go back into the game. So all you do is you click the game name. Yes, we want to leave this page, and then we can launch the game.